news. I'm trying something out this week and stuff. So yeah, we got this video link hooked up. Aimless team via the internet, bringing you the news and stuff. Well, Tropical has technical issues. He's got a picture up right now. Whatever. So yeah.
I'm waving in that picture.
First news story is that Gran Turismo 5 will get a optional hard drive install that is like 10 gigabytes in size. And there's already a mandatory one of 256 megabytes, so you can... I'm hoping it will like really speed up load times or do whatever it does. Yay.
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 Next news story.
I have a good yay picture.
Next news story is that the DSi and DSi XL are going to get price drops on September 12th. DSi is dropping to $150, DSi XL dropping to $170. The DS Lite will still be $130.
How much were they before?
I don't know, but I'm hoping that this means that
that still seems kind of high.
3DS is like
$20.
It's only going to be like 50 more than like the XL, since it's like the next tier up, so it's going to be like 220 at most when it launches. So
yeah, because I kind of figured it was like in response to the 3DS being released soon or something, so it could kind of buffer out whoever.
Unless they drop the price again, and it's like, oh man, it's even closer, or even it's going to be lower than what it would have been if they wouldn't have dropped it again, but they probably won't.
I was about to say, but would that even be necessary? Because I mean, if that was the case, they could have just did like one price drop when it was closest to release, rather than even going through the trouble of doing like multiple drops. Because of course, because that's only going to make like whoever bought it during the first price drop mad. It's like, well, I could have just waited and I would have got it for another $10 or $20 cheaper or whatever they dropped it to. So yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea at all.
All right, then the next news story. Starting November 1st, Xbox Live is getting a $10 increase in North America from $50 to $60. So, how do you guys feel about this?
Yeah, see, I mean, there's...
That's what I'd say.
Oh my! But yeah, the reason why I don't have gold now is because I kind of thought it was too expensive. But by them raising the price,
That's even more. It's the cost of a freaking game now.
It is. That it is.
Or will be, whatever.
It's funny because when you break it down per month, the cost is quite low either way. It's just that, the reasoning behind this is like, we have added a lot of value to it. So now, after 5 years of not increasing the price, we're just increasing it a measly $10. But the thing is, as, Activision is aware, Microsoft probably aware, most people who get Live Gold just want to play Modern Warfare 2 online. And now they're paying $10 more to do the same thing. They're not seeing the extra value that Facebook or Twitter on Xbox Live is giving them. They're not going to see...
Use those features?
Yeah,
Isn't it also that they're adding like ESPN, something?
Yeah, the Connect stuff. There's like a video
Hulu
chat
and stuff like that.
But why don't they just like?
First of all, Hulu's going to cost money.
Yeah, it is.
In addition to this $10 increase, probably. Right. ESPN, okay, I can understand that. But again, a lot of people just want to play Modern Warfare 2 with their friends. And
it's very true.
To do that, you need now going to be $60. You don't care about any of this other stuff? Tough.
So yeah, it says ESPN, Facebook, Twitter, Netflix, Last.fm, and Video Connect. Some of the reasons. Added value.
You don't even buy Connect.
Okay, then like my
value right out the window there.
My secondary question would be like, do you see like PSN Plus possibly raising the price and like adding features as well, or do you think or hope that they stay at 50?
I don't see what they just started out with PlayStation Plus, so I don't think it would be a good idea for them to suddenly like, guess what, guys? We're raising the price another $10. So yeah,
I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Yeah, because they just started out. It wouldn't be a good move on their part to raise it already.
This is what, the 8th or 9th week of it?
Yeah, it's too
Something like
new
that.
for that.
Yeah.
So no.
Alright, moving on to the next news story. Let's see. Borderlands, Game of the Year Edition. Yay! So yeah, all the DLC will be bundled in. And it'll also be, what is this? There's something else in here. Like, since it's like, it's hard to read when I'm not looking straight at the monitor. But yeah, it's got the, Zombie Island Dr. Ned, Moxie's Underground Riot, Secret Armory, General Knox, Claptrap's New Robot Revolution, and a new bonus map. So that's supposedly awesome according to Gearbox. It'll be
of course, I'm not gonna say it's terrible.
it'll be regular price for $60 on 360 and PS3, and then $50 on the PC. So yeah, it comes out October. So I'm thinking about picking this up for the 360, even though I already have it on two other platforms. But I will be explaining my actions in my next double dip adventure blog on the website.
I mean, if you don't have Borderlands already and you haven't played it, that seems like a really good deal. Because those DLCs are what, like $9.99 each?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're each $10 a piece.
Yeah. So that's a really good value.
Yeah, I bought the DLC like full price on PS3, and then I bought it on sale on Steam for the PC version. So I'll be happy to get it for free on the Game of the Year edition on my 360 version.
But you're paying $60 for it.
Yeah.
I have a gift card. Where
Oh, okay.
I'll
That
use
makes
on
it
that.
okay.
Triple dip.
And then we have Ghost of Sparta PSP bundle. It's going to be well, it hasn't been officially priced by Sony, but according to GameStop's website, it's $199. It'll come with
Comes with it.
a black and red two-toned PSP 3000, God of War Ghost of Sparta on UMD. Oh, and it has Chains of Olympus, a download voucher from the PlayStation Network. Kick-Ass on UMD and a 2 gigabyte memory stick.
Oh, that's
So two
kinda good
games, a
stuff.
movie, and a 2 gigabyte memory stick. So that's pretty good.
Because I mean, even my bundle, it only came with the 1 movie voucher and the 4 gig memory stick. Other than that, everything else was just the game and the console. So,
I got the Ratchet and Clank bundle. It was cool.
I got the Daxter one with the silver PSP.
Cool. Yeah, mine's silver too.
mine is as well.
Best color.
Or it will be, I should say.
Alright, and then we
Will
have
be.
we have an update on the story from last week where we talked about the USB stick thingies that those dudes in Australia had for to play pirated games,
Illegal, illicit activities.
which I mentioned was similar to the whole freeloader thing, which Sony eventually blocked the sale of in the US, and it looks like they're trying to do the same thing here because they're trying to like get a court date to hear for like a judge to hear the case. It's supposed to be heard on the 1st, which is yesterday now, but supposedly it won't be heard until Friday because for whatever reason. So that is like in motion still for Sony. Sony's like still trying to get that blocked. Hopefully they do, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be not good for them.
Yeah, this is
That's illegal.
interesting. If you're following this story, there's just tons of. In some places, there's irony. I mean, apparently the makers of the original hack were selling it for $170+, and people were saying that's ridiculous. That's too much. So other hackers started to hack the first hack. And yeah, there's like 3 versions now, and then the original hacker's like, no, don't steal our stuff. We have
Yeah, I know, right?
we have warranties and
Don't
stuff.
steal
It's kind of weird
stealing
because
technology.
the purpose of the hack is to steal someone's stuff,
Yeah.
and now it's happening to them, and they're upset. Also, like in the case of this temporary block of sales, like the hackers are talking about this is just scare tactics from Sony. They're saying that we stole their code when in fact we didn't, and this isn't made for playing backups. It's made for homebrew, even though the program that comes with it is called the Backup Manager.
And like the video that they showcased was them playing full versions of retail games.
Here's how you
And not
steal
homebrew.
this game.
I don't understand. I mean, because the sales of them are illegal anyway, aren't they? So I mean, how would you even go about blocking the sales of something that people are selling illegally to begin with?
Well,
Black
the
market
sale
task
of
force.
isn't actually illegal.
Oh,
It's sort of like the case back in the day when movie makers tried to sell VCR manufacturers because VCRs were being used to copy or like record movies off TV, and the movie studios lost because the technology inherently isn't made to copy movies. It's made to just record things.
I don't know. It's still too shady to me.
Yeah, it seems very shady, especially the story about, it's not a real hack. I don't consider it a real hack if this is true, because if they went and stole code, stole this device, stole code, that's not a real hack. That's like stealing the key without picking the lock.
well.
But essentially,
it's
there's
a lazy
theft
hack.
involved in there. And theft is theft. And yeah, that's not legal.
It is not. I don't know. I just think it's just not a good idea to begin with. I just don't like the whole idea of them even selling these things, because I just feel like it's gonna end up biting us in the butt later, and that's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Next news story. So yeah, there's a new 360 controller coming out with a D-pad that like somehow transforms when you like turn it or something. There's a video.
Doesn't really transform. All it did was just like
All you
it
do is
just
like
raises
all you do
up
is
the
like
D-pad.
yeah, all you do is like twist it and it like raises up or something. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm not
Right.
sure on the details. But it'll be coming out
Essentially,
November 9th with the new Play and Charge kits that Microsoft's going to be having. For how much is this?
It's 60.
$60.
If I'm not
No, it's $64.99.
Oh, it's
Bye.
60.
Yeah.
That's even more. Just kidding.
I hate
But
this thing.
I don't know that it fixes their problem. People don't like the D-pad because it doesn't differentiate clearly between the four directions. It's not that we can't press the direction.
Yeah, that's
accurately.
what I was saying.
It's just that it doesn't register accurately.
Because when I saw the transform, I was like, is that really solving the problem, or is it just like kind of? I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was any thing that would. Because when he was showing it off, he was like, oh, if you look at it here, if you twist it, it raises up. But he didn't even go over whether or not it's more responsive now, or if it actually works. So it's like, oh, that's great. My D-pad raises now. Awesome.
Yeah, I'd have to wait for someone to say if it makes it easier or not to play a 2D fighting game with, because that's the one big gripe I have with the controller. It's like how you can't use the D-pad to play anything because it's completely useless. Like all the Xbox Live Arcade games that you need like directional movement, and it's like I'd like to play it old school style like Mega Man 9 or Bionic Commando and use a D-pad. I don't use because I don't use the analog sticks. It's just not the way I play that game. I buy it on the PS3 because it's the D-pad the way I'm used to it, where it like actually works. So yeah.
Yeah, it's always weird when I try to play an old game after getting so used to using analog sticks. I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't have analog sticks for these games back then, so you had to use the D-pad. And it was like, ooh, right.
So I'm hoping it fixes that. If not, oh well. PS3, yay, I have one.